So hello everybody, my name is Sexa and today we're doing another tier list. The last one I did kind of blew up a little bit, but that was when I didn't do commentary, so it was kind of bad. But today, as you know by the thumbnail, title and what you're seeing right now, we're doing Path of Titans this time. Now I know I've only made like 2 or 3 pot videos, but I do play pot a lot in my spare time, and I'd say I'm pretty decent at combat. I can kill apexes quite well. So in this tier list, I'll be ranking the creatures based off of their, like, how good they are in combat, their overall survivability, their utility, and just in general, just how good they are. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with Albertoceratops, I haven't played Alberta much, but based off of what I've heard of it, it's okay. So, for now, we'll put it in B. Okay, so Olio is probably a very easy S tier, because it might not be too good in combat, and it might not have the best utility, but it's got really good survivability, because, you know, it is the fastest creature in pot. So, if you die, well, it's kind of your own fault. So next we have Aloe. Now, part of me wants to put Aloe in S tier, but I think it's 8. It is definitely high/top A. I just don't think it's S tier. If Aloe just had a bit more stamina, or maybe if it was a bit bulky, because I know there are subspecies for that, but they come with their own benefits and negatives. It just has, if it was a little bit more, it'd be S tier, but then it'd also be broken. So I think Aloe is a comfortable A tier and shouldn't change. So, Amarga, yeah, Amarga's getting ranked pretty low. Now, you can go as a triple defense Amarga, but it doesn't take much to kill you even so. You're really slow. You have, okay, I guess you have good stamina, and your damage output isn't too bad, but you're just a sandwich to apexes, like, just no resistance at all, and it needs a buff. So, Anno, easy S tier. Anno can kill pretty much anything, and it does not take much doing so. All you have to do is X turn and sit in a corner and chill. That's all you have to do, and you'll win. So next up we have Bosboldio, our first apex of the tier list. And I guess Bars is S tier, but not by much. Like, Bars is by far the hardest and probably the worst apex to play as. If you know what you're doing, then Bars is very good to play, but knowing what you're doing does take a lot of practice. Campto, I mean, come on. What were you expecting from me? Easy S tier, obviously S tier. If you disagree, you are objectively wrong. Sarah's a very, very top tier dinosaur. Only being a 3-star means it's not too hard to grow. It has amazing speed, amazing utility, and it's decently tanky. Sarah, if you don't know, can bone break. It is very fast, and it has a lot of stamina. It's very good in one-on-ones. It's just good for running around, and just in general, it's just a good all-rounder. Like, you can't ever go wrong playing Sarah. So next we have Concavenator, and Conker's probably C. I wouldn't say there's anything worth noting about it. It's got good survivability, I guess, and well, that's it. So Despleto, I'm gonna put it a B tier because I think Dasp got a speed buff. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it got a speed buff now. But Dasp used to be horrendously slow. It was ridiculous. Like, you were slower than the apex as a Dasp was. It was no, but it's a lot better. So coming in with our first actual apex, I mean, yeah, I guess was, but Danakyros S tier. Danakyros is just so tanky, and it does some good damage, and I think it does bleed too. Not only that, it's a semi-aquatic, and with the new Gondor map, which is amazing by the way, the swimming's been completely overhauled, and all swimmers are just a lot faster now. And Duck, I believe, is the second fastest. It's either Duck or Sarko, but I know Spino's the fastest. And just in general, it's just a good apex to play as. Like, you can never go wrong playing as Anakara. So Deinonychus, yeah, S tier. I mean, yeah, the combat and everything's really bad, but it's got good stamina, good speed, and it's got a very small hitbox, so you can't ever kill it. It's good for survivability. Why you would ever play it, I have no idea. Maybe to troll people with your friends, but I mean, why not just play a different creature? But whatever. Deinonychus, S tier. Eotrike. Oh, where do I begin with this thing? I have a personal hatred for how broken this creature is. It is the best Apex in the game. I don't care what Rex players say. This creature is the best Apex in the game. It can face tank literally everything apart from a Rex. But it is tankier than a Rex. It has more stamina than a Rex, I think. I don't think it's faster, but speed Eotrike and defense Eotrike are ridiculous. Speed Eotrike is nearly the same speed as a Kentro, and defense is just ridiculous. It can tank so much damage. Not to mention, Eotrike has a charge, I'm pretty sure it has a back leg kick, and of course, a large frontal attack via the horns, which has a very large hitbox and does a hell of a lot of damage. Eotrike needs enough. It is absolutely ridiculous. If you are playing as Rex or maybe Spino or just another EO, you can't kill this thing. There's just no way. Eotrike is busted. It needs enough. So I would initially put Iguanodon in either A or S tier, but I'm pretty sure it got nerfed into the ground because of how good it was over Stego. So I'm yet to try it, but I want to be safe and sorry, so we'll put it in D because D's not terrible. It's yeah. Kentro's pretty good. Kentro either high B or low A. Kentro's got speed, it's got stamina, it doesn't do much damage, but it does a lot of bleed, and if you know what you're doing, Kentro is very effective. I personally love playing Kentro because it's just fun. Like, you will never not once play as Kentro, fight someone, and then not have fun. Unless you get bone broken, well, yeah. I mean, I could just make a whole other video on bone breaking part in general. But Kentro can't go wrong with it. Beta. Lambio. Oh, if you know Lambio, you know what's good about it. If you know, you know. Lambio has by far the best ability in the game, a heal call where it will give a healing buff to all allies in its party when it's nearby and it does raw. However, it doesn't have a 5-minute cooldown, but this ability is just amazing. And just in general, Lambio's not too bad at combat. You can, if you know how to, you can use the tail tag as a pretty good way of damage. So I'll put it in B because it can get run down by more agile carnivores. So Latin I'd say is B tier because it's not as fast as Dino. I mean, it's tankier, but I don't get why you would play Latin. Just play Deinonychus. It's just better. Megalania. Oh, I don't like these things. Meg's A tier, 100%. Megalania, high speed, relatively short stamina, but it has 2 pretty good bites. It can also be a semi-aquatic too, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a tail whip. But Meg doesn't need a tail whip. It's low to the ground, so half the time you don't bloody hit it. And just in general, it is just annoying to fight against. Like, fighting a Meg is not ever fun, because they just don't fight. All Megs do is they wait until something's low and then go and kill it. Megs don't fight things. I just don't like Megs. Alright, Metri. Metri is 100% A tier. Now, there might be a little bit of bias here, because I used to main Metri, but Metri is a very, very good carnivore, if you know what you're doing. Now, normally, when I play pot, I'm playing with my friends, and, if you want to come across me in pot, your best shot is playing on Urania 2, because that's where I'm normally on. But anyway, normally I'm on there with my friends, and the problem with Metri is it is only good in a team comp. You don't have to be in a voice call to enjoy Metri. But Metri can only really get out its full potential when it's in a group, because it's a support creature. It drains stamina, has a claw attack, and is just a fast creature. But even so, Metri is just a very fun creature to play as and fight against. And I just don't think there's any flaws about it, really, that I'd put it in any other tier. So Metri is going in S tier. Oh god, here we go. Here we go. I won't even explain why this thing is here. I don't think I need to explain. It's a Rex. Should it be anywhere else? No. But Pot has a serious issue with Apexes, and it just needs to stop. Sarko, you know, I'm pretty sure Sarko got a buff, and it's high A / no, it is S tier. And it's all because of one ability, the Sarko Gigabyte. No, it is ridiculous. Now, Pot does have some balance issues, like some pretty bad ones, and I'll let you in on a little something here. The Soxukas has an ability called Gigabyte, and this thing, I'm pretty sure, does like 6 times, like 4/6 times. I don't know specifically, but I know it's at least 4 times damage if it hits. Now, you think, okay, so a really powerful attack like this must have some sort of cooldown, you know, so you can't just spam it, right? Well, no. Of course not. Can just spam an attack that, oh, okay, so it has a little bit of build-up, but Sarko can lunge out of the water while still gigabyting. So, and I know Sarko is an ambush predator, but it shouldn't be able, like, it should have at least like a 20-second cooldown, I think. Just so when you're fighting one, they don't just spam the same thing over and over again. I know it's a dinosaur game and that's all you really do, but I mean, it's really annoying to fight against, and I don't think anybody likes fighting Sarkos. Spino, I mean, sure, it got nerfed, but it's still kind of busted. The tail attack has a ridiculously long range and does so much damage. It is. Not to mention, it has a bone break bite for some reason, because a fish eater. Because you're telling me, because, you know, it makes sense why Anodontosaurus, the Ankylosaurid of the roster, has bone break. It even makes partial sense why Rex would have bone break. Yes, I know. For some reason, Rex in every dinosaur game apparently has to have bone break. But I guess it makes partial sense. Why does a Spinosaurus, a fish eater, a Piscivore, why does a Piscivore have bone break? Why? I mean, I know I just keep ranting on at this point, but I don't think it should have bone break. But even so, it's Spino, it's gonna be S tier. Alright, not too many left now. Stego? I played Stego recently, easy A tier. Stego has some good speed, good stamp, furry size, doesn't have a bad regen rate, and it does some really nice damage and bleed. If you want to play as not a slow Apex herbivore, but not too fast with some pretty good damage output, play Stego. Stego, all-rounder, amazing. Shruthi, obviously S tier, can't die, it's a Shruthi. It can just outwin everything. Dude, Styrako, man. Oh my god, I love Styrako. While I don't think it is necessarily S tier, Styra is just the ultimate all-rounder. There is no creature, maybe apart from Elo, that I think is more balanced than Styra, because Styra is just an all-rounder. If you want to make it tankier, you can make it tankier. If you want to make it faster, you can make it faster. But balanced Styrako is just balanced. It's not too tanky. It's not absurdly fast. And it doesn't have too much ammo. It's like it takes no skill, but it doesn't take much. But it's in a good way this time. So, A tier, 100%. Styra can't go wrong. Oof, Suko, nearly S tier. Suko, I would argue, has probably the best subspecies in the game. Defense Suko, amazing. Speed Suko, can't go wrong. Normal Suko, brilliant, fantastic. Suko is, I would say, a pseudo Apex. It's another all-rounded carnivore with the added benefit of being able to swim this time. It's not too bulky to where you can't, like you can't obviously face tank things like Sarkos and Spiners, but if you know how to play the game, you can definitely give them a run for the money, / even kill them, actually. So Suko is pretty good. Paki. Okay, Paki hot take. S tier. Now, I know what some people are thinking. S tier? I mean, that's a bit much. When you play Paki, it takes no skill. You just need the absolute crackhead mindset. Paki is extremely fast, has very good stamina, has a pretty good ability, its charge, has pretty good damage output in general, and it can also jump, and it takes like no full damage either. Paki's just good. I would say it's A tier, but it's better than A tier. Like, playing Paki is just a blast. Like, you can't ever go wrong playing Paki. And just, it's just a great creature. Like, come on, Paki, S tier. Picno, okay, Picno. I would give Picno low B. Because, and I would give it higher because on paper, it sounds good because Picno is just very literally a stronger, less agile Paki. It's slightly slower, has I think less stamina, but it has a charge, a bite, and a headbutt, which are all more powerful than Paki's. But here's the problem. Picno is honestly really weak, and this is because yesterday I couldn't even face tank a Juvia Rex when I was playing Picno. A juvenile T-Rex nearly face tanked me. I mean, and to be fair, it would have face tanked me. But I mean, I still killed it, but it's like that's ridiculous. Especially as a Belosaurid. And Abelisaurids had very high bite forces for their sizes because of their jaw structure, you know, yada yada, Kano, whatever. It's beta, I guess, it's okay. And lastly, Thalassodromeus, the bird. I guess, for survivability's sakes, it's S tier, but everything else about it sucks. And if you've played part while this thing's around, your ears will die every time they're around because they will just spam broadcast and it will hurt your eardrums. It will hurt. Other than that, yeah, they're weak. They can't take much damage, but it's a flyer. Not too sure what you expected. So, there you have it. There is my Path of Titans tier list. Now, obviously, everything I say in this video is only my opinion. For some people, Eotrike might be F tier and Kawikia might be the god of pop, alright? This is all completely my opinion. Like, take all of this with a grain of salt. Don't take this as set in stone best pot tier list of forever, this is peak pot, because it's not, alright? Like, it's not a perfect list, but it's what I believe I think every creature should go to. So, just before I end off the video, there are a few things I do want to say. I haven't been uploading this year. I know this will be changing because very soon I will be able to not only play but actually record a Rima again, which means return of the Tenonto, and I've not played Tenno in over a year, probably more. Not to mention there's loads of stuff which I really want to check out, so maybe for a good month or so there won't be any videos because I'll probably be playing a Rima. But then after that, I'll try to get back to my weekly schedule of uploading a video because growth has been slow, but that's because I've not been able to upload, you know, etc, etc. So, with all that being said then, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.